Are we live? I can't hear nothing.
So hi.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 18 of Profit Talk.
What?
Where we like to tell you how to do things.
We don't, but don't do it the way we tell you to.
It's my way or the highway.
Right. Dusty is joining us. Wade?
I am, and I just saw that question, but I'm not multitasking very good right now.
I was trying to see who else here. Brian was here today at 11:30, and then Julie joined him right after.
They've been hanging out.
Julie, okay, just 3 more hours now. Julie, did you? Where's Julie? Is she here? Watch, she fell asleep. I don't even think she's here right now.
Like 8:30.
Oh, Todd made it. Hi, Todd. And Coco Chanel, thank you for stopping by.
And Larry.
Lori.
Lur.
Okay. I had something that I needed to ask Julie, but she's not here.
No.
Maybe
Okay.
she is here.
Well, she didn't say anything.
She
I
is.
said, Julie, are you
I haven't
here?
been in a chat in a while. Nice. Well, what time was that at?
The last time I saw her name, there was 3 hours before the show started. But
No,
she
it
was, was she after that?
It was right after I said first, which was like 45 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't see that one. We are
Maybe she's
so
coming back.
professional, y'all. Well, she was afraid she was going to fall asleep.
I'm all refreshed. I took a nap.
Deb took a nap. I decided
At like
to have.
5:35, and I woke up at like 6:41.
I decided at like 4:30 it would be a good time for a beer. And then I opted out of dinner, so.
No.
Okay.
I had fish tacos.
Well, I've made dinner for everybody else, but I just didn't want anything after I made it for them. Because, like, I had to cook
you might
the
end up with
tortillas. Pones. Eating leads to pones, and you'll just have to figure that one out, y'all. I thought that since Dusty is on vacation, that it would be fun to talk about making money on vacation, but Deb said she doesn't ever get to go anywhere, so we're not.
I don't go on vacation. I've never been on vacation in my entire adult life.
I told her.
Serious?
Yeah, so you guys need to, like, send me on vacation or something. I'm gonna start auctioning off things for $1, and I just need, like, people to buy 650 of them.
You really don't ever go on vacation?
I have never been on vacation as an adult. No.
Really?
Poor people don't go
Okay.
on vacation. I don't know if you didn't know that, but
I did not know
I'm
that.
kind of lower middle class, and we don't get vacations.
You're not poor.
You can go on vacation for like little to no money. Like we had this discussion.
I need to. We don't ever, like my husband, like we've been together for like 9 years, and my husband, worked 5 or 6 days a week. So if I was going to go on vacation, I'd go without him, and that's not going to happen.
Fun.
So.
Well, I can't say that because I go on vacation for 2 months every year without John.
Oh my God, that's awful.
It is, isn't it? He
I
tells me to. I do. I go to the beach. I go to North Carolina and now to Florida as well for about a month each place. I think he enjoys it. I think his vacation is being here alone.
Maybe I should do a raffle. Raffles always make enough money. Could do a raffle, and I could
It
go on
typically coincides with when he's wrapping up a job, so he works 7/10s or 7/12s, and it's a little too much for him to come home and try to do anything beyond eating and passing out. And it's just stress-wise, it's a lot easier if we're not around.
Yeah, I was going to say that, and then I didn't. I caught my speech.
So I can't. No, we can't. I couldn't. We couldn't be apart that long. That's just the way my wife and I are. Like we'll do. I mean, we can be away from. She'll go on vacation with her dad or whatever, or go somewhere, take a trip, and be gone for a week or so, and then we just kind of miss each other. I guess it's because we've done so much crap together for so many years and worked in the same business together, and I don't know. It's hard then when we are apart.
We've had to get used to it because of the way his projects were. It wasn't to where the boys and I could go with him in the beginning. It was way too much trying to travel with him. Like there was no way that we could. So we had to kind of figure it out pretty much. And we did. We figured out how to make it work. It's hard, but it gets easier. You get into a rhythm with each other, and you figure it out. It's fine. It works. And like I said, the whenever he's wrapping up jobs and things like that, or during an outage and stuff, it's just way easier because he'll kill himself trying to be, super dad and super hubby and all that stuff while working 7/12s, and it's too much.
There's my view. There's my view before the sun goes down. Quickly.
He's pretty.
Julie passed the test.
Oh, she did?
Yes. That's what I was doing this for.
Good job, Julie. We were wondering.
Shoot off fireworks, like visuals with my hands.
That's awesome.
Get at it.
Freedom, mama. Okay, so the making money if you're not on vacation, then even just making money, like continuing to keep the money rolling. Like, what if you?
What about just making money even when you're not having a normal schedule?
Yeah.
Because the concepts of making money while you're on vacation are kind of similar to making money if there was an emergency.
What if you had to spend all of your sourcing budget because some emergency came up? Yeah. How would you keep the funds rolling?
Yeah.
What would you do?
I'd go on vacation.
Right.
And just quit.
Right now, my eBay's been like super duper slow, even though I have a decent amount of listings right now, and it's not due to lack of activity, but I think it's just due to the types of items I'm listing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're really long tail items, and they're like the things that I didn't list a year ago because they weren't exciting then, and they're not exciting now. And I know they're long tail, and so when you're listing a whole bunch of long tail stuff all at the same time, then you end up with like no sales. But what I'm trying to do right now is clear out all my old stuff, so I can go sourcing. I'm about to put, like, tomorrow I'm putting my store like on half off sale.
All of it?
The whole entire store.
I've done that. I've done like 60, 70.
I so know what I'm going to buy.
I was seriously thinking about doing a 60% off sale just to, just to even make it more. Because what I want right now is capital for when I finish listing all this crap or donating it, whichever one I do, but it's going to be listing it because even if I get $5 off of it, with $5 I can buy something, that'll make me $40 or $30 or whatever. So what I'm doing, is essentially trying to keep my money rolling so that by July I can go like mega sourcing, like source.
But you know what you said about the fact that you're listing all long tail items, it's a good point it's a good example to point out the fact that how you need to vary your items. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, don't go all long tail.
And most of the time I don't. Most of the time, I'll have new stuff that I just bought, that I just looked up and I know is selling well, and then I'll mix in some of the other crap, but I'm not sourcing right now because I want to empty out that room. Like, that was the thing. I said by the end of June I was going to have that room finished, and I'm making good progress. I've got like 5 shelves that are empty. I've listed like I had 140 listings in April, and I have 200. As soon as I relist these ones that ended yesterday, I'll have 240 something.
Nice.
So I did like 100 brand new listings minus anything that sold. So at least 100 new listings went up.
That's awesome.
That's amazing for me because I don't list that much. So.
Have you done any sourcing, Dusty, down there besides the book?
No, and I haven't because we're pushed on space. I mean, there's a UPS store across the street that I could, and we've talked about it, and I could go to Walmart and buy a box and throw everything in it and print a label and drop it off there and ship stuff back to myself. And I don't know. I just looked at Tris and I was like, no, I mean, as much as I enjoy doing that, I mean, there's right down the road here. There's a I think it's a Weigh and Pay. It was a big Goodwill. It'd be if there's where would that be? That'd be Melbourne Beach, Florida. But if there's a Weigh and Pay, which I think is where what's his freaking name? Kevin Buccio lives. And I think I've heard him mention a Weigh and Pay. And I saw that, and I saw a Humane Society Thrift, and I saw a couple others, and I'm like, as much as I enjoy doing it, and my radar definitely goes up every time we pass by one, I just kind of want to break. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, we went to eat somewhere yesterday, and they had an open-air vintage market. And, of course, I did hit it because it was like I could see old stuff, like old trunks and antiques, and people had furniture out there. And I was like, ooh, that's my kind of stuff. So I wandered around there for about 45 minutes. But I don't – the car situation's a little different. We don't have a whole lot of space, so there's not – room to bring stuff home. I mean, in the past when we've gone on vacation, if we had enough space, had a bigger car, whatever, and there was going to be extra room, then yeah, we totally did. And normally we do, but this trip, no. I mean, we just haven't. So there's your answer. But, for me, being on vacation, and it's, as much as I hate Amazon, and it's so boring, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. And I don't want to do FBA for the rest of my life because it is boring. It's been nice to have that income coming in because I let all my eBay stuff end naturally, and then what hadn't ended before we left town, I went ahead and ended it manually, and I just took everything down completely. I put my merchant fulfilled Amazon stuff on vacation hold, so the only income I have right now is just FBA, and it's not as much as what I'd like to be making. Actually, I had a decent week this past week, but at least it's still money coming in. You know what I mean? That's the plus side. That's the plus side of FBA, is having the freedom to be able to go and still have income coming in. And then there's people like Ronnie Hart that goes on vacation and just changes his what do you call it, handling time on eBay. And he's comfortable doing that, and it's worked for him. Of course, then you come back off vacation, he's got 60 packages to ship or whatever, but I just chose this time around to just, end the stuff except for FBA and not concentrate on it and really do nothing.
When I'm gone in the summertime, like last summer, I sent in, I don't know how many I sent in. I sent in about a shipment a week from Florida or from North Carolina. I took a 30 up labels with me with the intent of getting stuff, and I just sourced while I was down there and then just sent them in and changed the my ship from address and had it where I was. I don't even think I needed to do that though, to be honest, to change the ship from address. Well, no, I guess I would because that's how they charge the shipping. Yeah, it was the ship. I was like, why? It's not like it was going to go back to me there, but duh, that's shipping.
You have to change, and that's a lesson too. If you're doing eBay, you don't have to change your ship from address on your shipping label. You can leave it your address, but there's a different thing right underneath it that says ship from zip code.
Zip code, right?
And you need to change that.
Yeah.
So the shipping label itself will actually say your address and the customer's address, but then up in the corner where it says where it's shipped from, it'll have the zip code of wherever you are. And that's really important. Sorry.
A third of the showtime is over.
Yeah, I don't know what Wade was talking about, so I just ignored.
I didn't put an end. I don't put an end time on it, so I don't know how it decides how much time is
Yeah,
left.
because we don't have a time limit. We're gonna go all night long.
I look like I just got out of the pool and Danica doesn't know where she is.
What?
Roberta Wade. Actually, I did just get out of the pool, and I haven't spent a whole lot of time at the beach or a whole lot of time at the pool. I would rather sit, and we were talking about that before the show started. To me, right now, at this point in life, maybe I'm getting old, just to be able to sit and just relax, and drink beer. There you go. I go down to the pier. It's 2 blocks down the beach, and they've got bars, and I can sit there and have a beer, and there's a game room, and the kids have had a blast, and we walk on the beach, and I've gotten up and watch the sunrise. But I'm not a laying out person anymore. You know, like 20 years ago, probably, you know, would lay out there by the pool all day or lay out on the beach and get fried with the kids, and I don't know, maybe am I getting old? Just tell me.
Well, you don't need not excitement. I hate to say you don't need excitement, but you don't need to, you've outgrown the go and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. I told John, I said, I just need like a chaise to put out in the side yard for this summer. Just give me like a tiny little table and, something to lay in, and I'm good.
And we do the lake a lot during the summer. We go to the lake that's near to home. We go there a lot, which is a big difference between a lake and a beach. But, and even there, I mean, my scheduled routine is to go to the end of the dock, and I've got my own lawn chair that I carry down there like a little old man, and I set it up, and I drag my fishing stuff down there, and I drag my cooler, and I sit there in my little cooler and have my cold beers, and I sit and I fish off the dock. And don't really usually catch a whole lot because it's not real deep right there. But that to me that's relaxing. Everybody's vacation style is different. My father-in-law's, this trip was with him, and his vacation style is even very different than what he enjoys doing is different than what we enjoy doing. And everybody's different. So
I just like to chill, just kind of relax, and the boys are happy to just sit on the beach, and they don't even really go out in the water much. They're happy right at the edge of the water, just let the water come up on their legs and feel the sand, and that's relaxing to them, just watching the ocean. That's a good time to them. Now they've got surfboards now, so it's not going to stay that way, and they go snorkeling and things like that. So when we go to the Keys, that's going to be exciting because we're going, I never can remember the name of the place, but it's a state park where like most of it's underwater.
With the big Jesus?
Yeah, and the couch and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
The big concrete Jesus that was buried underwater?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going down there. I think it's in October. We're going camping down there. So I'll have to go back to Florida, but that's okay.
It makes a lot of difference too when you're like, if you have kids, what age your kids are as well. Like, because I remember trying to vacation when the kids were young, and it was, Windsor was still bottle fed or was still in diapers, and I mean that's not always a fun vacation. And then when they get to the age where they're a little more self-sufficient, and they're old enough to go, stay in a group, and Windsor's boyfriend's here with her too, so we've actually got like 6 people, but as long as they stay together, I don't mind them going and walking on the beach at night, but whereas 10 years ago they couldn't have done that, obviously. So it really makes, oh, you look like a hippie, that's awesome.
I know, right?
So it really makes a big difference too, and
that's why we waited to do Disney until the boys were older. Like, we waited because Gavin.
I don't understand people taking kids that are like 4 and 5 to Disney.
It's such a waste.
You just wasted all of your money.
You just wasted a couple grand. Yeah.
Just wait till they're like 10.
That's what we did. Gavin was not 9 when we went. 9 or 10 or almost, I don't remember. He would have been 9. Yeah, 8 that just turned 9, something like that. And we thought that he was ready to be able to walk around all day. Before that, I just don't think that he would have had as good a time, you know. But the somebody just was doing a road trip, and we were talking about, you know, like ways to make the reselling thing work on the road. I think it was Jessica Murphy. Isn't that who it was, Deb, in the ladies group? Was it Jessica Murphy? She was going on a road trip and was asking people.
She was going to California, and then she changed her mind. I think they're going to Virginia or somewhere.
I think that was her. I wanted to talk to her when she got back, and I wanted to see how it went and see if she was able to do the reselling on the road. Kind of like College Picker.
Yeah, he does it very successfully, though.
He's crazy how well he does. And he does eBay on the road, like from the road. That blows my mind. You know, because he has to store everything in his car. I just don't see how that, unless you had like a trailer or something, then I guess I could understand. I could see how that worked. But unless sorry, I just got really confused by something in my room.
Okay, these MacBooks get hot as crap on your legs.
I told you not to put it on your legs.
I thought you were exaggerating.
No, they don't have the fans like those do.
Well, that's stupid. That's what my 16-year-old daughter's answer is to everything. If you ask her, she'll be like, "Dad, why is the sky blue?" And you'll tell her, and she'll be like, "Well, that's stupid." And then she just starts cackling, laughing. We had a long talk about mangoes yesterday, driving down the road, and she wanted to know why she couldn't go. We couldn't get out of the car and go in people's yards and pick mangoes. I was like, "Well, you can go ahead, but you know, you'll go to jail." Or, "Well, that's just stupid." She's so funny.
Oh, Wade missed. No wonder. Wade missed like some of the show. He refreshed and.
Oh.
Is he late? Like, is he commenting about things like 20 minutes late?
No, he said that that he refreshed it and everybody was here and going and stuff. I guess he missed. A couple people did. That's weird.
I've had it do that to me before, where I was in the chat and like waiting for the show to start, and then the show never started, and I'm just waiting, and then I would see people like make comments that obviously seemed like they were directed at the show, but I'd refresh and like the show had been on for 15 minutes.
How weird.
Oh.
Wade, you didn't miss anything. We haven't been on point.
Oh man, dude, don't even bother going back and watching.
Don't bother.
Yep. It's just a bunch of
wasting your time.
Books is, like, Julie said that books would probably be the easiest to prep and ship on the road, and that's most of what I did, just because I wanted to make sure that I would be able to prep and be able to send them in, like, with relatively little work on my part, because it is vacation, you know, and most of what it was books. I found this killer place in Knoxville, Tennessee, that my aunt took me to, and it's like half-price bookstore on clearance.
Ooh.
It was amazing, and it was like twice the size of any half-price bookstore I've ever been in.
Have you ever been in I don't know if you have them, but it's owned by Books A Million. Do y'all have Books A Million? It's kind of like Barnes & Noble, but they were
used to, yeah.
Okay, Books A Million has started a chain, and I think they're just primarily in the Southeast, but it's their version of like a used bookstore. It's called Second and Charles. Like if you ever see a Second and Charles anywhere, and it is like books, DVDs, CDs, used musical equipment. I mean, it's almost like a giant pawn shop in a way. They've got like, I think they have baseball cards and comic books, and they buy stuff too. Like you walk in and they have like 4 windows, and you take these mail tote looking things and you put your books in, and take a number, and they call your number in a little bit, and they're like, okay, we'll give you this much in trade or this much in cash.
I can't remember the name of this place. It started with an M, I think, but they had like used video game systems and games for every system and all that stuff, and CDs. Like the entire upstairs was music, and DVDs, and then they had like kids section. They had various languages and educational books, homeschooling books. They had everything. I mean, it was awesome. And then outside, they had these 2 huge bins where they put free books, and they throw books in there every day. They add more books into the free bins.
Was it McKay's?
Yes!
Oh, I've never been there. I just Googled it.
That's it!
Never heard
Is it
of
a big blue roof?
I don't know, but it said there's one in Chattanooga, and Chattanooga's only an hour and a half from us, and that's a place we'd like to road trip to a lot. I might check that out.
The one in Knoxville was awesome.
Cool.
It was fantastic. And my aunt goes there constantly. She owns a store. Totally relevant, actually. She owns a high-end women's consignment store in Knoxville. It's called Jewels and Threads. It's gorgeous. Like, it's the most beautiful little store I've ever seen in my life. But she only has very high-end women's clothing and accessories. And she likes to change the music up that she plays over the PA. And she'll go in there. She's very into music. So she goes in there constantly looking for CDs and things like that. And she's like, oh, my God, I have to take you there. I have to. And it was awesome. It's not all. It was great.
I was reading about, y'all got me thinking about vacations. And so I found the thing, Free Fun in Austin is an amazing website. But Free Fun in Austin had a post from like last October that was like 45 things to do in Austin, like basically for free. And it was all like touring, going to the botanical gardens and touring the the electrical plant, and then one of them was touring the Bluebell Creamery, and I was like, oh, that would be fun, and then I'm like, oh, Bluebell's gone.
Don't flip
I was already say, wasn't there a big
the Listeria? Yeah, see, Bluebell is so big, and I was like, oh, that'd be so fun. Oh, it's gone.
Aww.
Yeah, that was my reaction to the Bluebell's gone.
That stinks. Items and auctions, I'm on 2 shows. This one and Reseller Wake Up.
I'm on like 8 shows. Y'all don't know all the other ones I'm on.
Right. Wade, I'm so glad that you're actually here.
And Deb doesn't even list anymore. She just does live hangouts all day.
I'm just like YouTube famous. That's what I do now. I don't even... I mean, do anything. I just live off my YouTube money.
That's right. I make $20 a year, and I am rich.
That's right, baby.
I don't make enough money on YouTube to pay my internet bill, and my internet bill is $40 a month.
Right. I should show you guys our analytics. I should show you how much money we've made.
You're not allowed.
Can you not?
You can't show how. You're not allowed. You're not supposed to. It's against some kind of terms.
That's stupid.
It's against your Google Sense terms, I think.
Oh, I've never read my Google Sense terms.
I don't think I've ever read the terms of anything ever. I think I've probably signed away my children at one point. Signing up for a game.
I actually read the entire terms and conditions today of a new website called Jet.com that is going to try to compete against Amazon. And it's a really, really cool. I mean, I don't think they'll make it happen, but it's a really cool business model how they're doing it. And it's in beta. It's in beta testing right now. But I signed up. If you signed up early and jumped through some hoops or whatever, you could get into the beta of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see if it was a viable option for selling on, which after reading all that, I have no desire to. But yeah, it's called Jet.com. It's the guy that started Diapers.com and then got into a pricing war with Amazon for about 3 years. And then basically Jeff Bezos kind of priced him out of business and said, well, then just sell to me. And then he sold Diapers.com to Amazon for $550 million. and then went to work for Amazon for about a year and a half, and now he's back with a vengeance and started this Jet.com thing. It's kind of a cool premise. I don't want to I'll totally get sidetracked on it, but it's like the more you buy, the cheaper the items get. Like they had Bounty paper towels on there, and they were 8 packs of Bounty paper towels, and they were $8.02. But when I added 10 8-packs to my cart, the price went down to like $6.50, which is really super cheap for Bounty Basics, for an 8-pack of Bounty Basics.
Ew, you use Bounty Basics?
I don't really care. No, I just won't use the really, really cheapo ones, like the Dollar General
Might as well.
dollar a roll that are so thin they fall apart.
I'm like a paper towel snob.
We don't use paper towels.
But anyhow,
oh yeah, she uses reusable like biodegradable. She makes them out of leaves.
I do not. We just have
and then
kitchen
she
towels.
presses them, and then they're compostable when you're done with them.
And they're made out of bamboo and the tears from small children.
Yep, they are. They're made out of panda tears. That's what binds them together.
That's what makes me happy.
So her toilet paper is made out of ground up tree bark that's been pressed down. And
You know, I gotta draw the line on recycled toilet paper, and I know it's processed and all that, but every time I see that, I'm like, no. I don't care what it's recycled from. That's going somewhere that only brand new clean things should go.
No, I don't use recycled toilet paper.
It's not recycled from toilet paper. It's not re-toilet papered toilet paper.
Is it re-toilet paper?
It's not like re-toilet papering the paper. It's not like they go to the sewage plant and they're like, no, we only want that part. We're gonna make that back into toilet paper.
It's re-poo paper.
Oh, so we're in this surf shop yesterday, and they have flip-flops that are made out of real grass. And like where your feet go, it's real grass. I don't know how it works. And it says no. They're flip-flops, like flip-flop shoes. They're made out of real grass.
So how long does that last? Like 30 minutes before
I don't know.
you learn a path in your grass?
Well, I got to talking to the owner of the surf shop because they also had skateboard stuff, and they had the if you watch Shark Tank, there were these specialty skateboard wheels that were on a couple seasons ago or last season or something, and the guy actually had them in the window. So I talked to him because I wanted to see how they were going over. Because I am kind of always sourcing in a way. I thought, that might be an Amazon item. I'd like to get some input. Are they selling whatever? And then I saw the grass flip-flops, and I was like, wow. And we ended up talking about that. And apparently those do sell good.
That sounds like a really dumb idea.
But they were so soft.
Yeah, but
how long are you going to be able to walk in them? Before you get mud.
No, Todd Lee, it says you don't have to water them, and that was what I didn't ask him about that, but I didn't understand.
They live off of your feet sweat.
I don't know. They probably do.
Brian said it lasts as long as the dog doesn't find you wearing them.
I know.
Did you imagine your dog pooping in your flip-flop?
Yep. My dog's exploding on my foot.
You should have asked him if he would give you some at wholesale and list them on Amazon. Could you even list something like that?
Before they made it to somebody's house.
I don't know.
I can imagine the reviews. I don't want to return because there's like a brown spot in somebody's flip-flop.
No doubt.
And then we were in the cheesy souvenir shop, the ones that always have the beach towels, the 18-foot tall glass windows with beach towels, and it says like 3 for $1 t-shirts or whatever, and they're on like every corner in every Florida town. And we walk in, and they have these, they had some stuff on clearance. They were these clips that hold beach towels. You stick the stake down in the sand, and there's 4 clips, and they hold your beach towel on all 4 corners so it doesn't blow away. So, of course, I scanned the barcode on that, and I was like, ooh. Then they had a really good ranking, but there was no FBA offers. So I'm like, ooh, take a picture. I think, was it Michael McCluskey or John? Take a picture of the back of the package, get the product info, get the company name. Of course, I went to their website to see if I can get them wholesale and all that. But
yeah,
so I still am. I'm constantly looking, but I just haven't done any thrift store stuff. But
that's right. Wade said you need to. Yeah, Wade said you need to
Hold
get the.
everything.
He wants to know if you got the captain's hat, because he said that you really needed to start wearing that on the shows.
Did I send a picture?
Apparently, you didn't just send that to me and Deb. Apparently, you made it public somewhere.
Oh, y'all
'Cause
leaked
Wade-
the picture of me and the
I
captain's hat.
totally did not leak the picture. I totally did not leak the picture.
I don't care. I keep.
Wade said that he saw it the other day because I was like, Dusty really made that a public post?
Oh, I think I know where that could have been because of my wife. But yeah, hold on. Where's that picture?
Oh, did Tristan?
There's no shame in my game. Hold on.
Dusty said you really need, or Dusty, Wade said you really need it for the shows because you could be a captain.
I found you, Wade, up in the Panhandle. Wade's in the Panhandle, yeah, right? He's up by Chad?
Is he?
I think he is. Well, Panhandle will be up by Chad, but Clearwater. We're actually leaving here tomorrow, and we are going to Key West, but it's only going to be for 2 or 3 days. I've only been there one time. The kids have obviously never been there. Tristan's never been there. Mine was like one of those where you leave on a cruise ship from Miami, and then it stops in Key West for half a day, and then you go on to Mexico. I think it was Cozumel and something else. I don't remember. So I've never actually, I didn't get off the boat. I had been up for 48 hours straight and actually slept through Key West. So I've never actually seen Key West. So I'm pretty, yeah, it was a long story, but yeah, I got on the boat in Miami at like noon, and the next thing I knew, we were in Mexico, or we were at sea or something. I don't remember. That's been 20 years ago. Okay, hold on.
Wade, I'll come see you this summer.
We're not talking about anything important.
We really aren't. We suck tonight.
Like,
Yeah.
I think we just like got in a hangout together and like made it live and shared it with the
Pretty much. We're normally not this bad.
No, this is pretty bad.
We have 15 minutes, so we really need to do.
It's because you came up with a topic that I had nothing to talk about.
I know. Well, I shouldn't have come up with a topic, period. But anyways, I have decided that Michael Stone...
All you've got me doing is sitting over here with this thing I printed out going, all right, well, I can do these with my daughter. They're free.
So did I send you to the captain's hat picture?
You sent it to me and Deb.
I don't remember. I don't pay that much attention.
It's in our chat. Deb stopped paying attention to you in our chat.
I stopped paying attention weeks ago.
I've noticed that.
Michael Stone is now the newest distributor for my new line, my new private label called Repoo, and it's recycled toilet paper, and I'm going to send it to him, and he's going to wind it onto rolls.
You could do re-chew, like ha-chew for Kleenex.
We could.
You could do recycled.
So we have Repoo and Rechew.
Yep.
That's going to be awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
The subject is recycled.
But you know, somebody would come on with like a spinoff and it'd be called Re2.
Sorry
you know,
to
like Re number 2.
Sorry to disappoint you, California thrifting.
That'd be awesome.
Re2.
When is the best time to send in Q4 stuff? It depends on what it is for me.
I mean, if it's stuff that'll go ahead and set. I mean, if you're going to leave it sitting.
Calendars, don't send them in yet.
Yeah, especially if they're chocolate.
Right.
You know, if it's going to sit in your living room and not make you any money, you might as well go ahead and send it in. But as far as like if you're talking about when do I need to go out and start shopping, I've moved it back a little bit because I've only been doing FBA this will be my third, well, officially my fourth quarter. And the first time I started at like Black Friday. That was way too late. This past year, I started the 1st of November, but I actually started buying in October. And I think I'm actually going to push it back a little bit more and really start sending stuff in more in October. Like once once back to school starts, I'm going to start concentrating on fourth quarter crap.
My toys and that kind of thing. Ooh, refloss. Ew. Too far. That goes in your mouth. Ew. toys and things like that, I'm shooting for October. By the end of October, I want to have a butt ton of stuff already in there for fourth quarter. Real name.
Anyhow, so I mean, and the thing is, and I was talking to somebody the other day about fourth quarter that hadn't done it before, and I said, you know what? They said, what was your advice? What would your advice be on fourth quarter? And I said, you know, the wisest thing I ever heard when I started my first one was send in anything and everything. I mean, not within reason, but you don't have to pay as much attention to sales rank. People will buy anything. Toys will run out, and that toy you thought you'll never sell will be the only thing left they can find, or whatever, they'll buy it. I mean, I'm just saying, people literally almost buy anything during fourth quarter.
That's true.
Items
and auctions got 2 returns filed today. I was wondering if they were eBay or Amazon.
I got 2 returns.
Oh, eBay. You haven't done a fourth quarter yet, Berta? Is that what she's saying?
I don't know.
Because she was asking about fourth quarter. I'm assuming that's what she means. She hasn't done a fourth quarter yet. Oh, that sucks that you got a return and you haven't had one in forever.
I had a return, but it wasn't a return. I had a customer send me an email to my business email saying that the item was leaking. So I sent him his money.
What was it?
It was a water tank for a Space Maker coffee maker. And I don't doubt it that he said it was leaking, because I thought...
Because it was leaking when I shipped it out.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that...
like a sieve.
I sent that son of a bitch out full of coffee.
That the water, I had gotten water like on my hand, and I had thought it was something else. Like, I thought that it came from the top, or that it came out of the actual little plug thing, but I guess it didn't. So.
That's cool that he went to you that way, though.
Well, that's the way I do it. I give them my email address like 4 times. He responded to the email that eBay sent him saying the item was shipped out. And since it came from, so he responded to that, and it went to my email for the business.
That's cool.
But he knew my name. Like, he was like, "Hey, Deborah, the water tank I ordered last week arrived. It leaks. What's your return replacement policy if you have another one?"
So he wanted another one instead of... That's nice.
And I was like, "I don't. Here's your money. Sorry." And here's like 2 other sellers on eBay that have them for sale. Here's the 2 cheapest. That's what I did, and he was happy.
Berta, it's a setting.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that.
He was trying. He was like, what's going to make me look most like a serial killer out here?
I'm outside. I mean, they got the TV going inside, and I guess I could go up to the bedroom, and I don't know. There's a little single bulb light, and it's the best I got. Here, is it better? Here, how about this?
Just like color, like...
You see my nose hair? Did Danica just freeze up?
Maybe. Danica!
Sweet, let's talk about her.
Yeah, you know, Danica is just something else.
Let's see.
I hope my sale, like, generates some sales. I need some money. Like, pronto.
Larry's Treasures wanted to know if you sold it. Did you sell it again, Deb?
No, the guy has it. I didn't have him send it back. I don't need nothing broken.
The only way I'll make somebody return something, I mean, if you know in your gut, like you did, that you have no doubt that it might have been broken, whatever. Yeah. But if it's somebody and if it's a higher dollar item, and they're just a total jerk about it, I will go ahead and follow through. And I'm fighting one of those right now on eBay. I'll go ahead and make them return it, and go to all the hassle of it just to be a pain in the butt back. I
rarely have, like, I don't get a lot of returns. I had a return that was open for a clear modem that was new in the box. But the guy said that it didn't work, like he couldn't get it activated. He had talked to the technician. The technician said that there was something faulty about it. And I just went ahead and gave him his money back. I didn't want it back because there was no way for me to test it. You know? So
Right.
then I'm going to pay return shipping to get something back that I can't do anything with. I don't make people return anything generally. That, you know, most of the time they're low dollar items anyway. Like, I was so mad. I got a defect on an item. I had sent out the wrong part. And so the lady got it, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. No problem. You know, just keep that one. I'll send you the other one. And instead, she went ahead and sent me the other one back. And I was like, I didn't want it back. You know, because then it was a return defect, plus I paid for the return shipping, plus, you know, I'm just like, ah. So I ended up losing money and getting defect, and you know, for it. And, like, she left me, like, a neutral. With, like, a nice comment.
Lovely.
I'm like, you don't know how this works at all. You know, I was like, so that was just one of those ones you eat, you know, just whatever.
No doubt. I have never gone to a local meetup.
I haven't either. When I went to the eBay in-person, when it was here in Austin, they did the in-person last year, there was somebody there, like, I guess the leader of the Austin meetup group, like some of the members and like the person that founded it were there, but I talk to y'all all day. I don't really have any interest in going to talk to people locally.
I don't want to meet people locally, and it's weird. Call me weird, but hold on, I was reading Joseph Harris' comment. Call me weird, but I don't want to. I mean, I don't know what we would talk about. I guess that I couldn't talk about in stuff like this, or like you said in Hangouts. I don't want to, like, share, like, hey, have you been to that store across town? Oh, no, didn't know about that one, thanks.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess to me it would be, like, too, I don't know, maybe I'm paranoid.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
There are enough resellers in Austin that are on Facebook, you know. I don't have any interest of, like, I don't want to go shopping with you or anything, you know.
Right. I don't see the point. Like, I mean, there are a few people from the Facebook groups that we're going to get together for lunch, like, before I leave here. And we said that, you know, we may go, like, in a neutral town, go picking together or something, because, you know, there's a couple of places around here where we don't, you know, like, none of us live, and we thought that it might be fun, you know, to go there, but nobody's going to take you to their, you know, like, hey, let's go to my sweet spot, and then we'll go to yours, and then, you know, you can show me you. Nobody's going to do that. I just don't understand. You know, you're going to let it slip. I'd be afraid I would let everything slip.
Items this is so hard to say. You have to change your name.
Me?
Items in at auctions.
Oh.
Said that they've gotten good connections from the local meetups with getting merchandise from people that, you know, they want to move, like, in bulk.
I mean, I have local reseller friends that are like that. We don't get together. I guess I never thought about it. It's not technically a meetup. We text each other or we call each other when we want to flip something from one person to the next. So I guess that's kind of the same thing. Maybe. What? No.
Yeah, that's crazy that...
Ooh, good catch. That's crazy.
With the Joseph thing.
Yeah, Wade's correct. You start with the lowest carrot test and work your way up. You don't start
at the highest and work your way down. That makes no sense. Paul said that, I mean, when I show up at local reseller meetup, the giant crowds of adoring fans put him off a bit at first, but he got over it pretty quick. Because he is so YouTube famous.
That's awesome.
Right? Your mom.
They all have
Your mom
bandanas
totally
on.
might buy one. Do what?
It's like they all have bandanas on.
That would be hilarious.
Like video game controllers without a cord. They're just there for novelty.
Right?
Brian Posey, I don't know what you sent me, but I am not clicking on that.
Is it to turn off your iPhone?
That's what I wouldn't put it past him. Is he still in the audience?
Aw, Joseph, that's funny.
Brian, you're a jerk.
Joseph said that he would take the Triple D's to his best thrift store just to see us work it.
You know, and I guess like my friends that I have that I've ever gone to thrift stores with, other than my wife, really, which is 99% of it, where like I had a friend that had a lawn care business, and he didn't do any reselling. He actually learned over the years of us going to stores together, because he would quit work when it got too hot every day at like 1 o'clock. He basically worked from like 5 a.m. to 1 o'clock every day, and his kid wasn't out of school yet, so I'd be like, hey, you want to go to thrift stores with me? And he actually learned a lot over the years and got to where he would find stuff for me. Like, he had no interest in reselling, so that actually was fun, to have a picking buddy to go with that actually helped you find stuff but had no interest in buying it for themselves.
Right.
I had a friend here that was... I had a friend...
I had a friend one time.
Into my comment. No. I had a friend here that she did eBay, and we went shopping a couple times, but she had no interest like in the products that I sell, like whatsoever. And I had no interest in the stuff that she was picking up. So that was kind of cool, because we could actually go shopping in the same store together without actually really being, you know, competition for each other.
Oh, that captain's hat. No, there was a sailor hat in another random picture. Oh, y'all haven't seen that one. Sorry.
Good Lord.
I have to keep my children entertained when we're shopping. And try to embarrass them by walking around with like the ladies' big floppy brim beach hats and stuff. And
they're already embarrassed by you. You don't have to try so hard.
They're such great kids. They're actually funny enough on their own that they, like, really nothing phases them. They usually have me laughing.
I keep using the Hangout. It keeps doing that aw snap thing, which it was doing earlier today
mine
too.
did that right before I logged in. Like that's why there was 2 of me when I came in, because as soon as I clicked to come in, it just like closed down.
Jake sent one to me earlier today to ask a question, and it took forever. And then he finally had to give me like a different link. And it was a live hangout. For some reason, he accidentally made a live hangout. So I don't know what's going on with me and Hangouts right now.
Joseph Hare wants to know, Deb, if you do Dopios with Bonafide.
Dopios, are disgusting.
That's disgusting.
But I did get one. I did get one whenever I was like just trying to get the caffeine and not like the calories from like a fancy drink. And I don't like Starbucks coffee at all. It's gross. So I got a Doppio, and then I put like a sweetener, and I told him to put a little tiny bit of milk in there. So it was almost like a coffee shot. And I did like a coffee shot. So yes, but no, I've never done Doppios with Bonafide. I've only met him once.
One time at band camp?
One time at Top Off, when we went to the meet and greet, and I think that's it. He doesn't live that far from me. I can't believe I haven't ran into him more. He's like the next exit up the street.
Like literally, especially probably the way you drive.
I'm a good driver. I don't get accidents or tickets. Thank you very much.
She's an excellent driver.
I am.
Ew, Sean drinks cold Doppios?
Oh, I will totally. Now this just sounds gross, but in the summertime, when I make a big pot of coffee, if there's some left in the afternoon that's still sitting in the French press thing, I will take it and pour it over ice and just drink iced black coffee. And it's
I'll
good.
drink iced, like an iced latte.
Nope, no creamer, no sweetener, just iced black. It's good. It's really not a whole lot different when you do coffee like that. It just tastes like really, really, really strong unsweetened tea with coffee flavor, but it's basically the same thing.
That sounds like
I chew my tea.
That's right. What's unsweetened tea?
That's disgusting. Dude, the first time I left the South and I asked for some sweet tea, and she brings me like iced tea on ice and a packet of sugar, and I was like, what the hell is that?
They
I
did
wanted
that when I
sweet
went
tea.
from Virginia to Baltimore, and we were in Baltimore at a seafood place, and the guy I was with was like, "Oh, I want sweet tea," and she's like, "This ain't Virginia." I was like, "Oh."
I don't understand. It's like, damn, my faults.
I don't like sweet tea, so I mean, I like my tea sweetened, but I don't like sweet tea. That's a totally different thing. That's crazy that that's a totally different thing. Like, sweet tea and, like, tea that has been sweetened are two separate things.
When you make sweet tea in the South, you boil your tea, or not boil your tea bags, but you do your tea stuff on the stove. You literally make a simple syrup that's about 6 cups of, this is the way it works at our house. It's probably about 3 cups of sugar. 3 cups of sugar and a little hot water in the bottom of the pitcher. Stir it up until it makes a simple syrup. Strain your tea off over that and add water. I mean, it's so sweet it'll...
So, have you guys heard, do you guys have that here, or is Austin, like, on the top of the top? Okay, because Joseph was talking about how he would snort coffee, and I was just typing, like, that they have that powdered caffeine. And they also have powdered alcohol, but have you heard of the vapor alcohol and it only lasts 30 minutes?
No.
Like, it's vapor, like...
What fun is that?
It's vapor alcohol. They have it here in Austin. And so basically you get a buzz or a little bit drunk, but then it wears off after 30 minutes. So it kind of like gets rid of drunk drivers because, it's called, what's it called? It's vape alcohol. I gotta look it up. I want to try it.
I don't know if I don't think so.
You should make a video of when you try it.
You should totally make a live video. Like do it live. We'll come in with you. We'll be drunk. We'll get drunk the normal way, and then we'll do a live hangout with you.
Like normal people?
We'll be normal people and get drunk.
And you can snort beer, and we'll video it.
Do you snort it? Ew.
I don't know. I made that part up.
Is it like in that like saline nose thing, and you just like shoot it up your nose? Like that?
That would be so weird. You'd be like, oh my god, I drank too much last night.
Got me breaking stuff.
My sinuses are totally screwed up. I had weed in my job.
My sinuses are hungover.
Can't breathe through my nose.
I'm breaking everything. Okay.
Donna said vodka in your bong.
So
vodka in your bong.
I don't think that would work. That would be like the opposite of getting alcohol.
Yeah,
we should get drunk with Paul.
I absolutely agree. That'd be fun. I absolutely agree with Wade. That's why type 2 diabetes is growing. Sweet tea and Coke.
Oh,
yeah,
because people are like, oh, I quit soda, but they drink sweet tea all day. Yeah. I'm like,
I don't drink.
Accomplished nothing.
I mean, the kids drink it. Tristan doesn't really. I mean, she drinks an occasional Coke, but I don't. I'm not. I'm a water, beer, and black coffee. That's the extent of my stuff. And maybe some
pot.
Whiskey.
Okay, so Paul said pot-infused K-cups are huge out in Colorado right now.
Is that what Green Mountain Coffee is?
No, Green Mountain Coffee is awesome.
He also said I can come on now if you guys want to see someone starting to get drunk.
Is that what he's... Oh, Paul.
So the topic tonight, for those of you catching the tail end, you might want to go back because we covered a lot of important
we covered
subjects
really important stuff like
really did.
An hour and 15 minutes ago.
Like Deb talked about vacations, even though she's never been on one, and we talked about snorting beer, which no one's ever done, or smoking it or whatever, and we talked about recycled toilet paper.
And recycled tissues and the bundle that we're going to create.
Yeah.
It's Repoo plus Rechew.
We did not enhance your life or selling ability
We
Not
brought
even
you
a-
nothing.
Not
No,
even. Not even.
We
one-
did. I told you to go to McKay's if you're in Knoxville.
And my daughter's poor boyfriend spent 45 minutes trying to get his MacBook set up for me to be able
Right.
to do it. And
Yeah.
I was actually on the ball and created the Hangout at 10:30 this morning, and then forgot to
feel
post
like
the link to everybody.
I feel like I owe our viewers like something.
I really do. I really feel like I should
Do you,
give you guys
pick
something.
out something over there.
Grass
I'll give it to you as
flip-flops.
a gift.
We talked about dogs pooping on your grass flip-flops.
you know what? Hold on. I'm looking up the grass flip-flops. I'm going to go back to that store. It's right around the corner. And look up the dang name of the grass flip-flops.
Right. Wait, what, Julie, what are you lost on?
Everything.
The topics this morning, I think that's what ruined us. We'll blame it on Paul. Paul ruined our chances at being productive tonight. Wait, what's like Red Bull and vodka?
Oh my God! Don't get me
Ooh, I
started
got
on
my
that one.
husband really drunk on Red Bull and vodka. He's not a liquor drinker like that.
What
and
is
he
that?
threw up all
It's
over the
ba-
place.
It's
If you even
basically
mention Red Bull and vodka to him, he's like, "What?"
That's like
So-
John with soju. He'll tell you, like, all he could say after a night of soju was, soju bad. soju very bad.
really
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've never had Red Bull and vodka?
No, that's
somebody-
disgusting.
No,
Oh, great.
Tristan had a high school reunion 10 years ago or something, and I went, and I didn't know any of these people, and so I was like bored to death. We ended up at this bar. Red Bull had just come out, and I ordered Red Bull and Stoli because at the time I was on a Stoli vodka kick or something. I don't know. I didn't ask how much they were, and then I got the tab at the end of the night. I had spent $160 on Red Bull and Stoli. Apparently, they were like $18 a piece or something.
Is Stoli their top shelf?
Well, back then it was. Back then you didn't have any of the cool vodkas like you have now. Back then, Kettle One and Stoli were pretty much the two main vodkas.
Oh.
Probably been 15 years ago. 12, 15. I don't know what year she graduated. I think it was a 10-year reunion. Yeah, now you have all the cool vodkas like vanilla, and you have all these different brands. And
I like Sky vodka.
I don't even think Sky was out back then. Yeah, it was. Sky's a blue bottle, right? Or it
Sky's
was
a pretty
back then.
blue bottle, yeah.
It may have been.
I
It may
don't
have been out.
understand the pot-infused K-cups. Like, I'm still trying to be... Or
Would
not
you say-
trying to be. I'm still trying to...
drinkable- Is it like drinkable weed?
I don't know. Like, I don't...
That's like the
Does it have-
total
does it have,
reverse
like-
of anything. It's like, oh my god, I had way too much coffee today. I need to go take a nap.
Like, I don't know. That would taste really, really bad. Like, that would... I don't know. Like, I can't...
I'm sure they use some kind of, because like they have here where like they have like weed, they call it honey, and it's basically like a really condensed down form, and it has like no smell and no taste, and you can basically put it in like a vape, like a vape thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cops have like a really hard time with it because the cops don't care anyway here, but like you can't smell it at all. And so maybe it's something like that, where it's something that doesn't smell, doesn't taste. It just has the
Interesting.
components.
They are $10 per K-cup. They use beans from local Seattle roasters. They're only available in Washington State right now. And they pack 10 milligrams of THC, which is becoming the industry norm for edibles. There you go.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Ew,
I would
milky
get a lot more.
colored
I would get a
vodka?
lot more done with like cocaine and infused coffee. Like that would bring like a whole new thing to like Wall Street.
All I
If
really
they
need is
came out with those.
a line of Coke and a Red Bull, and I'm good.
Right.
I don't even do drugs. I swear, I really don't. Not gonna say I never have.
Oh, that's awesome. That milky, no. Vodka should never be milky. That's gross. You would think Russians are supposed to know their vodka.
White Russian, he said. Which
No.
I don't like milk and liquor
No,
together.
Sean said that. QCP said that everyone drank cheap vodka in Russia in '98, and it was milky colored. And then Sean said White Russian, and it was like, no, it was milky colored vodka.
Well, maybe the factory was contaminated.
Was it like homemade potato vodka that didn't get strained very good or something?
I think this got salmonella.
This tastes like recycled toilet paper.
And the legend lives on. Private label opportunity.
Private
That's
label.
what my poo paper is, Paul. It's going to be awesome. It was manufactured. Really? That's disgusting. Vodka should always be completely clear. Okay, I think we've wasted enough of your time tonight.
We don't make them stay.
But thank you for allowing us to.
They're not paid to leave for anything.
Take away that 70 minutes of your life that you'll never get back.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry.
I feel like I need to apologize. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, I really do. I really do apologize for tonight. Normally we're...
From the bottom of our hearts, we will be more productive next week.
Perhaps. No.
Or maybe not.
I don't know. I'm so ready for bed, but not. Does that make sense? Paul, are you really going to make... You're not really going to make K-cups, are you? Is he serious?
Bitcoin tornado cups. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
They milk a cat.
Oh, you guys. I love you.
Well,
I thought somebody was yelling. I thought somebody was yelling at me.
I must run anyhow because
I just got a message on my phone.
Who are you talking to?
I thought somebody was like, "Sweet Jesus, turn it off." But we have gone over by like 12 minutes or whatever. We will see you guys again Wednesday morning at 9 Central on Paul's channel on Resell Ronin, and then again on Friday morning at 8 Central.
Where we talk about like strippers and other more important things.
Right.
Ooh.
Today was very, very productive on the Reseller Wake Up.
Did you know that when you print labels on eBay now, they now put the dimensions on the label?
Did you know that when you print labels on eBay now, it now puts the delivery date at the top?
So no more cheating and putting 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch?
I don't do that. I've been honest the whole time.
No, I'm just saying for people that would or did.
Did you know that when you print a box for your Amazon shipment, it's got this goes to Amazon? So there.
There we go. We
with your stupid eBay
for the evening. Danica's was the most important, so
I couldn't think of anything. I was trying to think of something to say about the eBay labels, and I was like, I haven't freaking put anything on eBay in like 6 months.
Bye.
But anyways, there's other shows like during the week, and I can't think of what they are right now.
Yeah, go
like
watch
there's
the other
meet and greet and Pickers Church.
You don't love them as much though, but
they're none of them are going to be as good as us. None of them are going to teach you as much as we teach you.
None of them can drink
awesome.
you under the table.
I couldn't anymore because I have a prescription that just wouldn't allow that. So.
Danica's like, I would if you give me 3 days so I can get off this medicine for.
But I'm not drinking your freaking milky vodka. That's not going to happen. So we will see you Wednesday morning. We'll be back here Monday night too. So
we'll bring the strippers.
We will totes will.
I have
love you guys.
Offer.
Bye.